So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So 2 minutes to play in the John Madden Legacy game. The AFC trying to finish this one off. We're back to Oakland after this. They'll try and throw for it with Favre. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
As you mentioned, CD, talking about John Madden, the broadcaster, he called 8 Super Bowls with Pat Summerall, 3 more with Al Michaels later in his career. He spent nearly 3 decades in the booth all told. And not only was he beloved for his mannerisms, we know that, but he was an innovator as well.
Yeah, Brandon, you're talking about things like the telestrator, which totally became identified with him, and now it's a staple for all analysts to have in the booth. And then you think about things like turducken on Thanksgiving, when he used words like boom and pow. He helped create the old Madden team. He was a very popular commercial pitch man. And even the Madden Cruiser was unique, and you had to be someone to get a ride on it, too.
They stay on the ground with Allen. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Ray Guy now as he's on to punt for the AFC. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So it's a win here for the AFC on an incredible afternoon of football and remembering the life of John Madden. One final message, and for all of us at EA Sports, this one's for you, Coach. The Coliseum back to its original 70s glory. What a scene in the East Bay, and we're underway in the John Madden Legacy game. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. One time, and they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So, Charles, as mentioned, we've got another Coach Madden over here on the AFC sideline. Of course, his Raiders, members of the AFC West. So this is a conference he battled in for his entire career. And you think about the landscape of the NFL as he was getting into the back half of his tenure. It was a golden era for coaches. You had Don Shula, Tom Landry, Chuck Noll, Bud Grant. But it was John Madden who had the best winning percentage of them all, CD. 759, the best ever.
Brandon, it's hard to believe he could be so successful in a conference with all those great teams. The Steelers won 4 Super Bowls. The Dolphins won 2 and were a mainstay in the playoffs. The Colts were tough. The Broncos came on late and went to a Super Bowl themselves. But against Hall of Fame coaches, John Madden's record, 36-16-2. That's pretty incredible. His Raiders were a factor each and every year.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a play fake. Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hester. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. Let's see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
Looks like soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. 1 quarter in the books at the Coliseum. What a day. It's the AFC Stars with the early lead. This is the John Madden Legacy game on EA Sports. They're going on 4th down. It's Favre being chased out left. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
But he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
They'll throw on 1st down with Favre. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 2nd down, Favre. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Toss play. This is Eric Dickerson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now a give left side. It's Dickerson. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Eric Dickerson as the first half is winding down. And the NFC has taken the lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44. So we're at halftime with a John Madden Legacy game. And now we present a special tribute to the man of the hour, narrated by the Raiders' own Trey Mosley. The AFC going to get the football first here as we are back underway from Oakland in the John Madden Legacy game. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. A beautiful fake. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dickerson trying the right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And some room to maneuver. Sanders shaking and baking. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Sanders toss left side. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another... First down. They'll go again with Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Running it with Dickerson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. So through 3 quarters of the John Madden legacy game, it's the NFC stars and young Coach Madden on top. And we'll be back to the Coliseum after this. Here's Eric Dickerson. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Of 2.
Line strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The NFC punt team out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the NFC punt team out there now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jack Youngblood able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, You were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2 minutes to play in the John Madden Legacy game. The NFC trying to finish this one off. We're back to Oakland after this. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A carry for Dickerson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run now with Dickerson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
He pushed it off to the left. That is no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
One final try now for Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it's a win here for the NFC. Just an incredible afternoon of football and remembering the life of John Madden. And before we go, one final message. And for all of us at EA Sports, this one's for you, Coach.